For those of you who don't know, we run a blog as part of our TV show. You can go to our website, www.hcclatv.com. Some of you who are regulars may very well know we post blog posts every week. Members of HCCLA get on there. They write very informative pieces, a lot of which get picked up by the Texas State Bar. They get run by the State Bar of Texas with permission. A lot of them get retweeted. A lot of them get posted by Facebook. They're excellent blog posts. And Brian Roberts, last week, posted and wrote an excellent piece. This is like your third excellent piece.
You.
So, I mean, but this one had to deal with the struggles that we go through as a criminal lawyer, how we take on so much for our clients. I mean, it was a very well-written piece, and I think it really gave people insight into what it's like to be a criminal defense lawyer that most people don't realize. I don't think even a lot of lawyers who don't practice criminal law realize what it's like to take on all the problems. Julio, we discussed on the program. I mean, it was a wonderfully written piece. You've gotten a lot of compliments on it, as have many of the writers who have come in and written stuff for our blog. But it came to your attention that blog post had been misappropriated, stolen,
converted,
and taken by another lawyer across the country and used for their own blog and their own LinkedIn page, I think. And basically, no attribution given to you.
How did you find out about this? Or how was it drawn to your attention, and what did you do?
Actually, I found out about it last night. I was I was headed to my son's football game, and I got tagged in a post by Joanne. And so I opened it up, and I read it, and then I said, oh man, okay. So I sent her a text, and I said, all right, how do we handle this? And the reason I asked her is because Joanne's had a number of her pieces taken by other firms, put on their websites without any attribution, promoted as their own material. And she said, you know what, this has happened so many times, I'll take care of it. We're already on it. And within minutes, she was responding to the lawyer who posted it. And when I woke up this morning, there was a full-blown Twitter war going on.
I mean, Twitter war is exactly the right term. Joanne, I mean, I saw the beginnings of this, and then I thought, oh, well, this is interesting. So I think you and I were texting this morning, and I said, I just can't set this down. I just keep looking for the next update. And this lawyer out of San Diego, Mary Prevost, I guess that's how you say her name, she just came at you full bore.
She did. It was interesting because, you know, it's an HCCLA post. Mm-hmm. So written by Brian. He gives us permission to post those. He writes them for us. You know, his pictures there with it, his biographical information so people know how to contact the writer. And so I'm scrolling down Facebook, and up pops this National College for DUI Defense post that says, wonderful post written by Mary. It has just the title, and it has a little ring of what I had just read from Brian. And so I thought, well, let me read this and see if somebody's got similar ideas. And all of a sudden I'm kind of doing a double take thinking, this isn't a similar idea, this is his post. There was an introductory paragraph and said, this is a great article, little click here, followed by his entire post. The very beginning said written by Mary. The very end says written by Mary. It's on her LinkedIn account. Nowhere is Brian mentioned. There is a click here. If you did bother to follow the click, you would see his post, but nowhere within her post is it indicated that this is written by Brian or by anybody other than herself. So it says, you know, here's some great information. I'm going to reprint it for you right here. So there would be no reason to follow the click here. And it's reprinted in its entirety. In her defense, she says, well, she put quotation marks around it. And so, you know, we had this Twitter conversation where I'm saying, quotes doesn't make it right. I can't post War and Peace on my blog, put a quote at the very front and a quote at the very end and say, this is a great story, you guys should read it. I think publishers, writers would be all over me.
I think so.
HCCLA is the publisher here. I don't think they want their content explored this way. Brian's the writer here. He doesn't want his content, taken and posted on somebody else's. So just sort of looking at it from that perspective, I challenged her on it, and I said, this isn't right. You've taken this post and you've made it appear as your own. And she begins with well, it's quoted, well, it's attributed. I said, click here is not an attribution to Brian. And from there, it went downhill. All of a sudden, I'm stupid girl in about 50 posts that she posted. Little comment, stupid girl. This Joanne, stupid girl. I wake up this morning to find there's, additional posts where she's snagged pictures from God knows where off the internet or wherever and said,
Even included your
sad
daughter.
and lonely lawyer in Houston, she'll be cheap, call her. Just a personal attack because she got called out for her unethical behavior.